I am disgusted by the way you use your calendar. Let me show you how to use your calendar properly so you can maximize your time and make sure that you get the most important things done, okay? So watch this here. There's a few ways you can use your calendar. What this is going to represent here is a full day. You know, if you use, say, Google Calendar on your phone or your computer, this would represent like a day, right? Let's just say this is 4 a.m., this is like 10 p.m., okay? I'll even write that there just to be clear. So 4 a.m., 10 p.m., okay? Now, most people's calendars, it's like this, especially entrepreneurs. There's so many things jumped in. They're very, very busy, okay? And some of you, by the way, don't even use a calendar and you need to. So if you don't even use one yet, let this be the video to say, start using a calendar, okay? You'll be way more organized, especially if you're an entrepreneur or you have goals. You're gonna wanna organize yourself like this. Okay, here's how to use your calendar properly. Number one, you wanna chunk your day up into 3 separate days. Then what you're going to want to do is, you're going to say, which of these days do I have the most energy? Okay, is it the morning for you? That's what it is for me. Is it the afternoon for you? You have that nice afternoon kick. Or are you more of that night owl? You have that evening creativity, that evening productivity. Then, let's just say yours is the morning like me. You're going to want to put your most important action, your most valuable player, that's what that stands for, your MVP, your most important action where you have the most energy. You want to give your best energy to the thing that's most important, okay? Then number two, you're going to find, well, where in my day do I have the least energy? And let's say it's the afternoon, that's probably what it is for me, because I do have a nice little evening kick, you know? And then you're going to put the urgent, but unimportant, right? Unimportant, right here. So this is where the most important stuff goes. Then where you have a little bit less energy, you want to put the urgent stuff that needs to get done, but that's less important, that's less high leverage, where you have a little bit less energy because it's usually stuff that isn't super creative. It's usually stuff that really, you know, it's not the most important or impactful, but it's stuff that has to get done, right? Okay, and then the last one, you want to find, and this is a good time in the evening, is you want to find time for rest and play. Now, notice here that I've chunked this up into 3 categories. Now, the reason you want to do this is because, you know, usually the brain, when it gets overwhelmed, is because it's looking at all this stuff I have to do and it starts to feel unmanageable. Isn't that a horrible feeling to feel like you're just overwhelmed and you can't manage, you can't juggle all these balls? It's such an uncertain, anxiety-ridden life, and a lot of it is how we chunk up our days and our to-do list. And the brain can go 1, 2, 3, many. It's like after 3 things, the brain can kind of get like tough to hold on to all these balls at once. So you want to chunk your stuff up into 3s. Now, within each of these categories, you may have certain rituals, right? This, by the way, if this is say like a 6-hour time chunk, I'm a huge believer in just doing 1 to 2 things per 6 hours, you know? Just do one thing per, every 3 hours you want to just accomplish one thing when it's high leverage stuff. This is deep work. This is flow. This is like the real deep stuff where you put lots of capacity, lots of thinking, lots of energy into it. Where the urgent but unimportant, these are things that you might want to do the Pomodoro method, okay? 25 minutes of focus, 5 minutes of rest. And the rest is not on your fucking phone. The rest is doing some breathing, taking a 5-minute nap, doing a 5-minute walk, doing 5 minutes of yoga. Just condition yourself to stop escaping when you have a few minutes to yourself and just to be present. It might be a bit boring, but trust me, it'll help you. So then you want to probably do 25-5 here, and then this is honestly the time where you probably want to go no calendar. No calendar at all. You want to be able to let go of the calendar. One of the secrets of using a calendar is to be able to let go of the calendar. When you can let go of the calendar, you're out of time, and get this, time and ego are inseparable. Time and ego are inseparable. And so if you get rid of time, you get rid of the calendar, you get rid of ego. And all of a sudden, you're more able to be present. You're kind of just in the moment. You're enjoying yourself, and you're letting yourself live the life that you deserve. You're letting yourself be free. Now, most people that are obsessed with calendars, they're not actually free. They're enslaved by their calendar. Don't be enslaved by your calendar. Let yourself be free and learn how to let go of the calendar and just be present with what comes up in your life. Okay? So this is a way that you can use your calendar that I found to be very useful. There's a few key themes I hope you took away, which is number 1, chunk things up into 3s. Number 2, where are you most energized, and then put your most important work there. and then find out what's urgent and unimportant and put it into these 25-5 time chunks, and then make sure you schedule some time for rest and play. You do this consistently, you're gonna be knocking off things on a regular basis. And by the way, this rest and play, it'll allow you to be this productive on a consistent basis, not just once a week. So hope this was valuable to you. I hope that you wanna use your time more effectively, and that you're really going to apply it and use it, or find some variation of this. By the way, there's many ways to be productive. This is just one way, okay? But it has worked for me, and thinking in ways like this has worked for me. Maybe it'll work